What's going on, guys? It's McLovin Fishing. Today I'm going to be modifying another Huddleston Swimbait. Today it's going to be the gold brown black color, rate of fall 12, and it's 4.8 ounces. I did an unboxing video on this, a few other swimbaits, and my new Shimano Tranks. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put that in the description below. And if you guys haven't seen my other modification vids, I suggest you go watch those before you watch this. For the main reason, this is going to be a sped up video of the process of how I modify my Huddleston Swimbait. What you need for this modification is super glue, mend it, scissors, a razor blade, pipe cleaners, and probably more super glue. Let's get started. For this mod, make sure your X-Acto blade is new or really sharp. You're going to be cutting through 1/2 inch of plastic. So cut down the seam of the bait all the way to about 1/2 inch before the fins. And just make sure that you cut all the way till you see the yellow harness, the entire harness too. I wouldn't cut to the nose of the bait, but maybe 1/4 inch before it. Take your super glue, cover the yellow harness. Again, that's going to secure the harness to the plastic and keep the plastic from ripping off when you catch a big fish. Then once you have enough glue, hold it in a position that the plastic won't be shifting. And you know you did a good job when the super glue is dripping through the hole where the hook is coming out. And once that is getting ready to dry, you're going to want to take your mend it. And the key for mend it is to do a section at a time. Do not use a lot of mend it. A little bit goes a long way. And in this, I usually do 1 inch at a time. Mend it is a really good repair glue for soft plastics and binds the plastics together really nice. Hold that for a little bit. Mend it does take about 15 minutes to dry completely. And feel free to do more layers of mend it if you want to. The Gill mod is probably my favorite mod just because of how realistic it looks on the Huddleston Swimbait. The gill plate is already lined out for you, so all you have to do is take your X-Acto blade and cut down at a diagonal angle. Make sure you don't go too far, but it doesn't hurt if you go all the way to the harness because you will be super gluing this later. So take your pipe cleaner, outline the shape of the gill, and just fit it into the plastic. It might take a couple tries to get it right. You might have to cut more wire off of the pipe cleaner, but that's okay. Where a lot of people go wrong with this mod is they leave too much pipe cleaner hanging out, and you don't often see a fish at all with gills that are just flared out so much. So you want a subtle gill. You don't want anything crazy or anything sticking out that just looks unrealistic. So you take your super glue and really glob it on there, because that's what gives it the wet gill. The fin mod is probably the easiest modification you can do to your Huddleston Swimbait or any other larger swimbait. All you have to do is take your scissors and make several V cuts into the fins. You can't really mess up this bait because as long as you make the fins look jagged, the modification is going to work. What this does is make the swimbait look like it's a dying fish, and that's something that bigger bass are going to really key in on. They want that easy meal, something that looks like it's dying, so they don't have to exert a lot of energy to get it. As you can see, this is coming out pretty nice. Have the jagged fins, the gill mod, and this bait's more durable now. For a trailer hook, I like to use a VMC 3-aught trailer hook. The reason for this is I find that I get snagged up a lot more using a treble hook trailer. So all you have to do is slide it down the jig hook and have a piece of wire. A lot of people use paper clip to pin the trailer hook into the bait. I use wire hanger. So after you cut off a good section of wire, size it to the diameter of the hook and simply pin it down into the plastic. And that concludes the swimbait mods. Those are all the mods I do to each swimbait I use, and they help me catch more fish. If you like swimbait videos and swimbait how-tos, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, guys.